Hey everybody! So this week my husband and I got the surprise of our lives. We are pregnant. This is technically baby number 4 because we miscarried between Zayden and Venix. And if this baby comes to term, then it will be our 3rd child. And I say it's a surprise because we did not try. We weren't even thinking about it. This baby was just meant to be. So this is the beginning of September, and during Zayden's first day of school, like the orientation or registration day, I'm sitting there as the teacher's talking. I'm like, oh, it's September already, and I think I'm late. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to run some errands. I'll go get a pregnancy test. I don't know about you, but like whenever I'm really tired or nauseous, I think, oh, I'm pregnant. And I'm just sick of it. So I'm like, oh, probably not. And I don't want to waste $10 on a pregnancy test or $15. So I'm like, I'm just going to buy a generic one and just put my mind at ease. So I do it, and it was just like, boom, pregnant, pregnant. It's not faded whatsoever. It is bright, and it was bright instantly. And I was like, oh my goodness, no way. How could this be? And it was like a movie because I kept looking at it and reading the part on the side that tells you whether or not I was pregnant or not. And I'm like, am I just having a dyslexic moment here? And I looked at the paper and I looked at the box and I'm like, this can't be, this can't be. Sure enough, it was. So I called my husband. I'm like, oh, you're not going to believe this. And he's absolutely thrilled. And I was just like, between oh crap and numb because I'm just shocked. Like when I was trying to have my other babies, I was like paying attention to every symptom I had, and I pretty much knew I was pregnant beforehand. Not this time. And I don't even know how far along I am because like now that I think about it, there were signs and symptoms a while back. And like I had my period, and before my period, my boobs always get sore. And they never stop being sore this time. We're normally at the end of the cycle, everything goes back to normal. And things didn't go back to normal for me. My bloating, my water retention, my mood, my tiredness. I just kind of thought that, oh, my hormones didn't go back to level afterwards, which I have had in the past to a degree, where it's almost like I need to go through a whole other cycle to feel balanced again, just because my hormones ever since Venix have been up and down. So that's all I thought it was. And I'm kind of like, oh, I just can't wait to get my next period and be balanced. So because of all that, I'm kind of wondering if I'm actually 2 months along instead of 1 month along. So I guess I just have to wait and see. I see the doctor next week, and she'll more than likely give me a dating ultrasound so we can see how far along I am. As far as symptoms go, I've had nausea off and on, but normally when I eat, it settles it down, which is a real blessing because with Zayden and Venix, it was 24/7. Like I'd feel nauseous because I was hungry and I'd eat, and then I'd feel nauseous because I ate. And the only time I was not nauseous was when I was sleeping. So it was really bad. Even with the medication, it was still like really bad. Now, if I'm only pregnant for a month, then it will probably continue just to get worse. So we'll see. But I tell you, if this is it for me with, first trimester, I'm loving it. It's great. As far as the shot goes, the first day I was really shocked and numb. And then all of a sudden I panicked and I was like, no, I can't do this all over again. I can't be nauseous for 5 months. Sleep deprivation and getting the baby on a sleeping schedule and eating schedule. And it's just like, oh no, right? After Venix for about a year, we thought we'd have a 3rd, but just couldn't figure out the logistics and the finances for it. So we just came to terms with having 2. And like Mike's always felt like we're not done. But for the last 6 to 9 months, I have felt completely finished. And I see other people with babies, and I'm like, or with pregnant bellies, and I'm like, oh, I want another. But no, Not for a long time. Now I'm kind of like, oh, I'm so happy for them, but I am so happy to be in the stage I'm in. My boys are becoming more and more independent. They're great playmates. You don't have to lug around a stroller or a car seat or worry about breastfeeding and naps. Like, things are just becoming so much easier. I'm developing more of more a sense of normalcy with our marriage and with just life in general. So I have not had a desire to have a third for a while. And even like this last year of planning this move, like we got a new car, which basically is for a family of 4. We may have to get a new vehicle now because I'm not too sure if we can squeeze in 3 children in the back. If we do, it could probably only be for a year. And we love our car. And that's probably going to have to go. The decorations, the furniture we bought, how we set up the house is for a family of 4, and that is going to have to change. And just the thought of having to change it just tires me because I just finished setting this all up. I can't imagine taking anything down or changing it. So something's going to have to happen. But as every day goes on, I'm getting more and more joyous, more and more peaceful, more and more, okay, this baby's evidently meant to be, and becoming just more at peace that things will work out, that we will be able to handle it. And I know with all my heart that at the end of the day, after this baby is born, that we wouldn't be able to imagine our life any other way than as a family of 5. So it's nice to start to get excited about it. I'm actually starting to like the thought of being pregnant and like the thought of having a little baby around again. My belly is big. I know with every pregnancy you pop out sooner, but this is kind of ridiculous. If I'm only 5 weeks along, I'll show you. It's big. So I'm wearing a tight shirt for you so you can see. I'll go up on my tiptoes. See that baby bump? Now, if I'm only 5 weeks, oh my word. See? It's pretty good size. Like, to me, that's a 3-month belly. And that's like 3 months second child belly. That's not even 3 months first child belly. That's like a 4.5, 5 month first child. So if I am only 1 month, oh man, if this growth continues, I'm going to be huge. And with Venix and Zayden, I gained 25 pounds with both. But with Zayden, I was 4 more weeks along with Venix. I lasted 4 more weeks because Zayden was preemie. Hi, girls. And with Venix, my belly shot out sooner, but then it kind of just, the growth stopped. And I had like a normal size pregnant belly. I wasn't like large. Like I didn't look like I was 9 months when I wasn't. You see yourself? So we'll find out. Yeah, you got Mrs. Potato Head's purse, don't you? So there's our shocking news. Quite a shock. 2013 will be not as we suspected it to be, but you know, it's true what they say that some of the best things in life are surprises. So that's this baby. All right, I'll talk to you soon and update you, let you know how it went with the doctor.